Hello Miss Lee, my name is Siti Latira binti Muhammad Syahimi. My matric number 10LS19F1092. Today I want to talk about warehouse process. Firstly, the goods are picked up by lorry at different locations. The lorry will go to main warehouse and pick up all the goods. After pickup process already complete, the lorry will go back to sub warehouse, then pass all the goods to warehouse. Next, the goods have received by warehouse. It is also known as unloading process, which is the goods are unloaded from the lorry at the bay of the warehouse. Every warehouse have their own bay. Then make sure the goods are inbound to avoid it being lost. If the warehouse keeper not inbound the goods and any lost good or parcel, the warehouse keeper need to be responsible. Then the warehouse keeper need to replace the lost goods in any method. For example, first method, they need to replace by pay the amount of goods to customer. And another method is need to replace the actual of goods. The goods are sorted by the sorters, which is the process from a guni. Then sorters will sort the goods to characteristic and assigning an appropriate storage location. Because if they don't do that, it may be difficult to others. Subsequently, the damaged item are recovered at recovery area. Regardless, it is damage returns by customer or damage from main warehouse. So the warehouse keeper need to detect the damaged goods and go through to recovery area. At recovery area, we can repack the item that minor damage. If the major damage, it need to be dead stock. It is because when the process of packaging, they don't do a proper process of packaging. For example, the proper packaging is primary packaging, secondary packaging, and tertiary packaging. If the seller repack a proper packaging to to be sent at warehouse, so the item not be damaged. The precaution at warehouse: first, ensure the protective equipment are worn in the warehouse. It is important to all of the workers at warehouse, because if the workers don't wear the protective equipment such as safety boot, glove, and it can cause the injury. In warehouse, we use the forklift, pallet jack, and so on. If the worker use the forklift, then it can be high risk to injure. The second precaution is high value item placed in designated area. The example of high value item is mobile phone, television. It is located at special area. The area will have high control to, for example, have CCTV, and the locker to storage the high item value. The high value item have a padlock to avoid any robberies and any lost item.
Hello, my name is Nur Atira binti Abdul Wahab. My matric number 10DLS 19F1049. After that, some goods is staged by storekeeper. Staging process is a place where you hold temporary tables on data warehouse server. Staging tables are connected to work area and fact tables. We basically need staging area to hold the data and perform the data cleansing and merging before loading the data into the warehouse. At this point, the goods are processed for outbounding. Outbounding process comprise the preparation of goods to be delivered from a warehouse to receiving location. Outbound process start with the creation of an outbound delivery that typically has been created based on reference document such as sales order or stock transport order. Then the goods are loaded into lorry. Loading process is a well-planned load strategy, either through standard decision of cargo that can produce a loading guide for shipping. Personnel must have clear loading instruction on how to properly load the cargo. 6. Ensure the goods are shipped within the time frame. Shipping is the second final warehouse process and the start of the journey of goods from the warehouse to the customer. Shipping is considered successful only if the right order is started and loaded, it is dispatched to the right customer through the right transit mode, and it's delivered safely and on time. Lastly, make sure the parcel are received by customer. If parcel handed over to the someone else, make sure the name of the person taking it is recorded to avoid any loss of parcel. Third precaution, the goods are handled with care. Handled with care means we have to handle goods that reach the warehouse safely to avoid the damage of the goods. So that is why we have to handle with care. If we do not handle with care, maybe will be dissatisfaction by customer. So, customer will be return the damage of the goods. Next, the fragile items are labeled on the side of packaging. We have to look at the label on each item that arrives. For example, if there is a fragile item, that means the item is easily broken. So, when the item receiving at the warehouse, we cannot to throw or place firmly will to avoid the damage to the item. The last precaution, the first aid kit is provided as initial treatment. Each warehouse must have the first aid kits to prepare for an accident or emergency in the warehouse. For example, storekeeper use forklift and then someone are injured at any part of body, so the first aid kit can be used as an initial treatment before being treated further.